What is up, everybody? This is Night Shift, and I am back for Week 6, Episode 7 of my UMASS Dynasty. And here I got only about 4 minutes or so of recruiting to show you guys before I can get into the game for this week. So I'm just going to show you guys all the scouting that I did real quick, as well as I moved this guy up to the top because I'm kind of interested in having him as the backup quarterback. So I'm going to move him all the way up, check out everybody else, and then go back to the top and show you guys what I did for my scouting. Alright, first we got this wide receiver who's a 70 overall. And you guys are going to notice here he drops to a 65, but his carry's a 94. So I got a good idea to move that guy over to running back. So we'll see how good he is at running back when position changes come around. The quarterback lost a little bit of throw power. I'm not too happy with that, but overall he's still a decent prospect. So we're going to leave him up there and check out this guy. He got a little bit slower than we thought, but he's a linebacker with 89 speed, so that's still pretty good. And Hills, we didn't get to learn too much important about him. So, alright, now you guys see, I'm going to show you guys, I'm just going to do all of these guys' promises and all of their scholarships for this week. And I'm pretty much going to get to skip over all of the time that I spend on everybody that you guys know that I'm going to get already. If I want them, I'm first on everybody's list, and I'm the only offer for all of those guys. So right now our only order of business is to basically talk to all the new guys and make sure that we do as much for them as possible. And hopefully we get lucky with stuff like that and have an A+ and a very high. That'll make it a lot easier on us to get somebody. Alright, and Hills should be it for these guys. Let's finish him up. Alright, oh no, Thompson's the last one for him. Alright, 3-star quarterback, he's a freshman. He'd be a good guy to have as a backup quarterback. No reason to keep myself shallow just in case I have some kind of injury that'll wipe me out. So always good to have a backup plan. Alright, so now we are going to skip ahead and I'm going to show you guys the bottom. I ended up with 50 minutes left. That was an accident. I was supposed to have an hour. I miscalculated a little bit, and when you do that, you don't get all the time that you need, which is why I usually start from the bottom. But for some reason, in this particular week, I didn't take my own advice, and I didn't do that. But it's not that big of a deal. The guy that I'm going to miss out on is like a 58 overall, so not too big of a deal this time. I'm just going to get all these guys their scholarship offers, so that we can keep on moving up on their lists and maybe replace some of the guys that we went for earlier with some of these guys that are maybe a little bit better. So you can see most of those guys were in the mid-60s. Alright, and now we're right into the gameplay. Alright, this week we're going to be playing Kent State, and we're 3-0 going into this game, so this is our 4th game of the season, and I'm going to show you guys a pretty decent game. I think at this point my offense has pretty much gotten figured out. So after the last game we don't want a debacle like that. So we're going to run it, and then we're going to throw it to Blanchflower. And that's the strategy for basically this whole game. So I'll show you guys this first opening drive. Some of the decent plays, but you're going to notice that it's still 0-0 at the end of the first quarter. And, you know, that's the way I like it. A nice long drive to start the game, get the game rolling. And you're going to see Michael, that was his only catch of the game. And now we're going to run it right in. Just like that. It's 7-0. 10 plays. Look at that time. 5 minutes and 32 seconds. It took me to go 70 yards, so that was cool. Alright, you guys are going to see Kent State, they're 1-3, but they're 1-0 in conference, so it's an important game to win. And I'll show you guys right there, just the standings for the MAC. Toledo still looks like the only customer for me. Although Buffalo gave me all I could handle last week. And I'm just going to show you guys that was their first possession. They went 3 and out. And then we're back on offense, and it's 3rd down because I've been running the ball a lot. And now I'm going to chuck it deep. And look at Blanchflower coming up with the diving catch. Beautiful. Alright, so now we're going to just run it right back in with Broadnax. And another 2-minute drive. And I'm going to show you guys right now the championship contender. We're up to 43, but you're also going to notice that we got better. The overall went to 63. So we're better than the 61 that we were last year. That just went up. Alright, so now I'm going to pick it up with their drive. And you know, I thought they were going to lay down here before half with under a minute to go, but they didn't. And they go deep. And that's what happens when you go deep. Double coverage. I'm going to get the interception. And you know what? We got 27 seconds. Why not try to score here? See what happens on this first run. And check it. I'm going to break it big. And you know what? Now we got a shot here. Run the same play. See what happens. We'll get some big blocking out front. Look at that. Check out that block by that wide receiver right there. That was beautiful. And that's going to be a touchdown. So we're going to take a 21-0 lead into halftime. And that's how you do it right there. So, alright, from halftime I'm going to show you guys the schedule for what's coming up. So today we're playing Kent State, they're 1-3. Next week we're at Miami. That doesn't look to be too difficult as they're 1-4. And then we got a couple of guys hovering around 500. That might be a little bit more difficult with Eastern Michigan, Marshall, and Western Michigan. Alright, now we're going to pick it up on their second play of the second half with an interception for Quayshawn Smith, which always love when that happens. And what do you do when that happens? Try to strike quickly. That was 3 plays later, I'm sorry. And we got a Blanchflower touchdown. And I'm going to show you guys this real quick because that was the first breakdown I had the whole game. And they really took advantage of that. And now some poor tackling gets them into the red zone. And then a really wacko throw. And that's going to be a touchdown for them. So now we're going to take it into the fourth quarter because there wasn't much going on. A lot of punting back and forth between that touchdown and right here. And as you guys can see, this is a 4th and 11, but you know, I'm on that side of the 40, and you know I love to go for that. So no risk right there. It was 28-7, so we'll just take it, go for it, and I end up with the touchdown. Always nice when that happens. And then 2 plays later, the defense is going to close this one down with a fumble, and Broadnax is going to end up with another touchdown, his 4th touchdown on the day, and this one was just blown wide open. 42-7 is your final, and that's a great way to come back after that last game. So as you can see, the play of the game is that play right before halftime. I agree with that. That was beautiful. And look at that, 22 carries for 168 yards. Sick. I only completed 6 passes, but 2 touchdowns for Pagel. But Broadnax definitely the player of the game. 4 touchdowns, 168. And check out Blanchflower, 4 for 133 and 2 touchdowns. He didn't have a bad game either. So, alright, now let's check out the offensive line. Did okay in that game. Check out the defense. Few sacks in there, but Wilson and Smith with the interceptions, they came up big in this game. Alright guys, that's it for this week. Catch me next week when we take on Miami. Peace guys.